Today's San Francisco 49ers Report by Chat Sports is sponsored by 8 Sleep. Head to 8sleep.com/chatsports, and by using that link, you can get up to $200 on their Pod 3 cover. Basically a mattress pad that you put on top of your mattress, and it has either a cooling ability or a heating ability so that you can improve your sleep and a quality sleep at the backbone of our success as human beings. 8sleep.com/chatsports. We'll tell you more about them coming up here in just a bit. Today on the show, I want to talk some Chiefs injury news that could really play a major role in impacting the winner of Super Bowl 58. And this game is between Kansas City and San Francisco, two evenly matched teams who have earned the right to play in this game. Chiefs making adjustments in the playoffs to really improve that offense. They've had one of the best defenses all year. And then San Francisco coming back against Green Bay. Hard-fought game. Coming back against the Lions in the NFC Championship game from down 17. And consistently, San Francisco has been the team in the NFC that you can trust the most. But these two teams are kind of on opposite ends as far as injuries go. San Francisco really healthy. The Chiefs not so much. And we're going to talk about that. But first, real quick, programming alert. The 49ers Report will be live in Las Vegas next week, providing you with the best Super Bowl coverage. So don't miss it. Make sure you subscribe as we're on that run to 117,000 subscribers. To the Chiefs injury report now. Let's start off with left guard Joe Thuney, the Chiefs All-Pro. The latest on him, very interesting situation here. According to a report from Adam Schefter, he's dealing with the torn pec, and the chances of him playing in Super Bowl 58 are very, very slim. And here's what Schefter had to say about Joe Thuney. Joe Thuney is dealing with the torn pec, and the overwhelming chances are that the Chiefs will be without him for the Super Bowl. But then on Thursday, Andy Reid with an update on Joe Thuney said this, that he's making progress, and he's not counted out of the Super Bowl yet. The Chiefs' offensive success could hinge on Joe Thuney playing or not playing because he's that good and he's that important to this Chiefs offense. And the last time that the Chiefs had injuries along the offensive line was in Super Bowl 55 when Patrick Mahomes was running for his life against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. More on that in a moment. Joe Thuney in 2023, this is why he was a first-team All-Pro, overall Pro Football Focus grade of 74.6, pass blocking grade of 83.4, run blocking grade of 66.1. I think he's better than what the numbers indicate in that area. Only flagged for 2 penalties, gave up 2 sacks, 6 hits allowed, 33 pressures, and as I noted, a first-team All-Pro at left guard. There is a formula to beat Patrick Mahomes. Rarely do teams execute and complete that mission of being able to stop Patrick Mahomes because it's really hard. He can make plays inside the pocket. He can drop his arm angle down to multiple angles. He can hit all 3 levels of the field. He can carve you up from sideline to sideline. When there's nothing there, he can run it. When he is pressured, he has this insane athletic ability, short area quickness, to jet out to the right, to run to his left, make throws while on the run with pristine accuracy. But if you get to Patrick Mahomes, you sack him, and you put him down, and you pressure him throughout the night, he's simply not the same player. In Super Bowl 55 against the Buccaneers, Tampa Bay was one of the only teams to execute on that formula. And what were the Buccaneers able to do in that football game? They got to Patrick Mahomes, and they really, really bothered him. He was pressured on 29 of 56 dropbacks, the most of any quarterback in Super Bowl history. He was sacked 3 times, hit 10 times. And you look at the in-depth numbers here, Mahomes' true completion percentage this year, 75.8. That's number 1 in the NFL. True passer rating, number 11 at 97.9. Clean pocket completion percentage, 70.5%. Number 7 in the NFL. His pressured completion percentage, though, he drops down to 18th, and the number goes down to 54%. Deep ball completion rate, number 33 in the NFL. And, of course, he's really good in the red zone, number 8, with the completion percentage there. The Niners were able to get to Jared Goff. Goff under pressure, and this really helped turn the game in the favor of San Francisco, only went 3 of 13, 26 yards. He was sacked twice with a rating of 39.6. But the difference between Jared Goff and the difference between Patrick Mahomes is that Mahomes has this innate ability to have this pocket sense that is a Spidey-like sense. He has eyes in the back of his head, and he can just sense when there are bodies and when there's traffic around him. He can extend plays and improvise. That is not an element to Jared Goff's game, and that's why it's important to not just get to Patrick Mahomes, but to take him down and sack him. That 2019 Super Bowl, it was a heartbreaker for the Niners. Still tough to watch those highlights. So if you hate the Chiefs and you want to exact revenge, I want you to type FKC down in the comment section right now. More to get to on the Chiefs injury front coming up, but first, today's Niners Report is sponsored by 8 Sleep, the high-tech solution to your age-old sleeping issues. 8 Sleep's Pod 3 cover slips right over your mattress, bringing heating and cooling tech that keeps you comfortable and sleeping deeper for a better, more restful night. The pod cover will improve your sleep by automatically adjusting your bed's temperature based on your individual needs, and the cover can be added to any bed like a fitted sheet and allows you and your partner to cool or warm your side of the bed as low as 55 degrees and up to 110 degrees. In addition to keeping you at the perfect temperature all night, the pod also tracks your sleep and health metrics. On average, pod users see their sleep quality improve by 32% after just a month on the pod. There's no better way to improve your day-to-day life than sleep. And the easiest way to do that, 8 Sleep's Pod 3 cover. Get up to $200 off and free shipping at 8sleep.com/chatsports. We're going to put that link down below in the comment section as well as in the description of this video. Kickstart 2024 as we're in month 2 of it, fully charged. Continuing to move forward on the Chiefs injury front, Charles Omenihu is going to be out for Super Bowl 58. That is definitive with a knee injury. The former Niner suffering a torn ACL in the AFC Championship game against the Baltimore Ravens. He had a huge play in that game on Lamar Jackson, strip sack of him. Chiefs recover deep in Ravens territory. They're able to score a touchdown off of that. And Charles Omenihu was a really good player for Kansas City after signing with the Chiefs in free agency. He was just too high of a price tag for the Niners to bring back after he was a trade deadline acquisition during the 2021 season. Pass rush grade this year for KC of 70.4. He was hurried 17 times, hit 5 times on the quarterback, total pressures at 29, and he had 7 sacks for the Chiefs this year. So for Charles Omenihu, going up against this Niners offensive line, he could have posed a lot of threats going up against a guy like Colton McKivitz on that side. Just an ability to rawly get after the quarterback, but a player who could play on the outside, at defensive end, he could slot into the inside and get kind of that quickness edge on some of those slower and plodding interior offensive linemen. Him not playing in this game also impactful for San Francisco because the Chiefs all year have been able to get after the quarterback. Second in the league in sacks for the second consecutive year. Last year they had 55, this year 57. The Ravens this year had 60 sacks. They were number 1. The Chiefs' sack percentage, though, was number 1 in the NFL. So they can get to the quarterback. They're very good at scheming that up by Steve Spagnuolo, longtime defensive coordinator, who's going to draw up a lot of blitzes against Brock Purdy. They aren't that good, though, with their takeaways forced. That's where the Chiefs struggle a little bit, is actually forcing teams to turn the football over. Let's continue to run through this Chiefs injury report here. And we're going to go quickly through these last few names here. Chris Jones is on the injury report because of a quad injury, but he's going to play. I think he's the best left tackle in the defensive tackle, in the game right now. Isaiah Pacheco also going to play. Toe and ankle injury. Willie Gay, he's going to play. Not expected to be out with the neck injury. L'Jarius Sneed has been one of the top cornerbacks in the NFL this year. He was an all-pro. Calf injury for him. Sky Moore, knee. His practice window was open, so the Chiefs are going to have to decide on his game status over the next couple of days. And then Kadarius Toney has claimed that he's not injured. Andy Reid said that he has been injured. He's just a weird dude, is Kadarius Toney. He did practice, and we'll see if he plays as a weapon on that Chiefs offense. Before we hop on out of here for this segment, make sure you give me a follow on X. I'm at 10,000 followers over there, and my Instagram's been popping with a lot of short-form Niners content. 15,000 followers on Instagram. Give me a follow on both platforms. It's at Chase_Senior.